Good morning, everybody. This is our astrology weather forecast for the 11th of December. And we have the moon coming into Taurus around 10, almost 11, 10:56 a.m. Eastern Time. It will form a square to Venus and Mars this evening. Venus and Mars opposed today, and the Sun is also in a minor hard aspect to both Venus and Mars. There's a lot going on here in terms of the potential for rebalancing, having some epiphanies that can lead to proper give and take or more even give and take, or things get wildly out of whack because we have the need for rebalancing coming to the surface. We have a need to come to some kind of agreement between wants and how we get that, desire and how we act on it. So we are perfecting our dance with our own understanding of masculine and feminine forces, passive and active energies within ourself and within our lives. So it can be a day where we have tensions very much coming to the surface. And if you feel that there has been a lack of balance in the give and take, especially if one person has received more than they've given, or if there is selfishness that has to be balanced out with receptivity. Yeah, you hear a little sing song in my voice? It brings us into this operatic kind of interaction where there's a lot of potential for explosive drama that doesn't actually, it doesn't drag on. This is not a Pluto transit. This is Mars stuff. But it is something that after it does blow, it will, we can stew, we can sit with it because Mars is retrograde. We are learning some lessons about how we can properly direct our libido so it helps us, our creative life force, direct it properly so it helps us to find belonging. We aren't reaching out and taking things that go against our need for intimacy. We're looking at how can we use our creative force and our libido in a way that doesn't do violence or harm to ourselves or others. So we can be sitting on some of the lessons that come to the surface today as Mars goes retrograde, and really be looking at fairness, balance, equal give and take. And this can also symbol relationships. And these are not just romantic relationships, these are all relationships, friendships, family relationships, where there needs to be a recalibration, that comes back around at this point. Because oppositions are about, this is the Justice card. It's about coming to a balance where what's good for you is good for me. We're also strongly looking at some of our stories about aggression that exists outside of ourselves, because this is an opposition. With oppositions, we have, with all stories related to aspects, we show up with a story. And then it is up to reality around us, the way that we interpret it, to have that story be realized, because our ego is very much tied to it. It's dependent on it. So there's a reactivity that can happen today that can reinforce our own ideas about aggression, selfishness, what we show up to, our own ability to balance and harmonize in relationships. So tread lightly because there is tension in the air. In some cases, it can be righteous sexual tension that can push appropriate relationships along. In most cases, with this opposition, it is about whatever's been brewing or stewing coming to the surface so we can recalibrate and hopefully have a better experience of cooperation and relationship. All right, that's what I got. I will check you guys out later.